Hey guys, welcome to class today. I can already see I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to the angle of this, so pardon me. I'm gonna come up here real close for just a second. But perfect. Okay. Lower body, heavy strength day, focusing mostly on the booty. So you will need several different weights, and I'll repeat this again as people are logging on this morning and finding the class, but you will need several different weights. You're gonna need your loop bands, and you are going to need some sort of bench, all right? So when it comes to the bench, I don't want you as high as a chair today. I want you lower. So if you have a step, that'll work great. If you have a stool, great. Just something a little bit lower. If you don't, you can do this class without, okay? But I'm gonna just kind of add a little extra element with the step or bench or stool. So find something. I've got a step, the old school steps. I've got 3 risers underneath mine. If you have the same one as me, step, a bench, or a stool that's sturdy enough that you can class. And again, it's a heavy strength day, so I want you to choose weight for you when it comes to lower body exercises. I did this last week, and I'm going to do it again. And what will be the deciding factor, first and foremost, is if you have single weights. If you have single weights that are heavy enough for you. So if you don't have single dumbbells or single kettlebells or whatever that go up to a heavy enough weight, then you're gonna need to hold 2, right? So I'm choosing to hold 1 weight when we do our exercises today. And I grabbed a 30-pound dumbbell, just one. So obviously, if you didn't have something that heavy and you needed that, you could carry 2 15s, right? But I'm just gonna do 1. I've got a 30, I've got a 25, a 20, and a 15. So grab some weights, and then you're gonna need some loop bands. All right, that's all the equipment you need. Gather it together. Let me know if you're joining me live. We're gonna get started and warmed up here real quick, but I'll give you just a second. Again, you need a bench, you need some loop bands, and you need some heavy weight. You're gonna hold 1 or 2, depending on what you prefer, and then also what you have available to you at home. All right, grab that today. You can do this class without the bench. You can do this class without bands. You can even do this class without weights, or without 1 or 2 or whatnot, whatever you've got. But if you've got all that stuff, get it out. We're gonna start with a glute activation exercise, one of my favorite things to do before activate the muscles that we're gonna work. So if you're joining me live, hopefully you've got all your stuff. I want you to grab 2 loop bands. I'm gonna use the 2 heaviest strength ones that I've got in my little pack. If you just have 1, that's fine. Jody and Courtney, I'm excited to work out with you guys. If you have no blank walls, if you have no blank walls anywhere near you, don't worry, you can do this just in a squat position without the wall. But we're gonna get our 2 loop bands and we're gonna go into a wall sit, all right? So head to your wall. We're gonna come on down into our wall sit position. And first things first, I want you to kind of find those glute muscles. So make sure your feet are far enough away from your wall that you can get your weight back in your heels and into your glutes. You need to sit low enough that you feel the workload in those glutes, and then get your feet and your knees wide so that you're utilizing your bands. And we're just gonna sit here to start with. I want you just to take the time to kind of get in the position that's working for you. Now this is gonna warm up your entire lower body, but I do want you to focus on those glutes and hamstrings. So you gotta have your feet far away. And then what helps me, kind of arch your back a bit and shift your weight so that your glutes are taking forward, just like a good steady pressure. Good steady pressure on those glute bands. We're just gonna hold here for just a second. And breathe. Big push, big single pushes. All right, we're gonna do 10. I'll let you stand up for just a second. 3, and 1. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit so I have a better signal. I don't know, we'll see. All right, leave your glute bands on. We're gonna use our bench. You can do this from the floor. Glute activation here. We're gonna come off the bench, or again, if you're laying on the floor, that's fine too. And you're gonna come up in a bridge position. Hips are high, feet are wide. Give me that push, all right? It's all right if you come here with your hands. I just want you to keep those hips nice and high and your feet wide, all right? Just working on finding those glute muscles, activating those muscles before the heavy lifting begins. Make sure you scoot it off that bench far enough that it's supporting your head. And let's go with, oh, I don't know, 10 big singles right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat on the floor. We're gonna sit all the way down and then use your arms to support your back so you're sitting up nice and straight. Feet are flat, and you're gonna do some outward presses here. Now we did something similar to this last week, but your backside was hovering off the ground. This just creeps that workload into the outside of your glutes, the outer sides, more so than underneath. We wanna hit those guys from every angle. So just get your feet wide enough that you can feel this with those 2 bands. It shouldn't take much. And then you wanna sit up nice and straight, okay? All right, we're still doing the single, pretty tough, deliberate outward pushes. And we're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, while you're seated on the floor, take your lower band, put it around your ankles, and then we're gonna take the upper band and put it just below our knees. You can do that when you're standing or sitting, but we're going up to a standing position again. All right, now we're gonna go back to the wall. You ready? Waddle on over here again. If you don't have a blank wall near you, do this just in a squat position, okay? All right, we're gonna go ahead and sink down. This lower band is gonna keep you honest, meaning it's gonna keep your feet lined up with your knees. So point your toes straight ahead. Get those feet wide enough that you're really feeling that push against, especially the lower band, okay? We're just gonna hold this wall sit for a second, and with the band, you're gonna be feeling it in your glutes already. Remember, you wanna shift the weight so it's underneath in those glutes and hamstrings, more so than your quads. If this is super quad heavy for you, one of the things that is usually the issue is your feet are too close. So take them farther out, all right? It doesn't always work, but I find that 90% of the time that's the problem, or you're not sitting low enough, okay? All right, see if you can kind of inch those feet a little wider. If you're not feeling it in your glutes yet, Feet need to be wider, butt needs to be lower. And then we're gonna do those deliberate, outward strong pushes. You ready? Here we go. Out, out. All right, if you feel like you need to sink lower on the wall, do it. If you need to take your feet wider apart, do that, but keep those toes straight ahead, okay? We are gonna do 12. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, help yourself off the wall. Waddle back over to your bench. We're going back in that same position. Tabletop, right? Leave those bands where they're at. And get your feet wide enough so you're using your bands. Hips are up, okay? Really shoot those hips sky high, and then we're gonna push. Same thing applies here. I want you to keep your toes facing straight ahead and get your feet as wide as you are able. It's just gonna keep the alignment honest here, okay? You're gonna be feeling it in your hips, your glutes, and what I like to do, just to up the ante just a bit, toes are facing forward. Try to shift your ankles outward just slightly, and then plant them on the floor, okay? That's just gonna give those glutes that extra squeeze. We're gonna do high repetitions on this one. It's the last one we're doing. So give me 15, 14, 13, and 12. 10, big strong outward pushes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your backside. We've got one more set. Only you don't get to leave the band down there. We're going back. Above the knee, below the knee. Backside is on the ground. Scooch up, sit up straight and tall. Get those feet wide. I can already feel this. I can already feel this on the sides of my glutes like crazy. Here we go. Push, push. Sit up nice and tall. Try to keep the tension on your band. So don't push out and then release. Kind of push out hard and then harder. This is the last set, and then we're gonna get into the heavy lifting. So let's do 20. Here we go. 20, 19, 18. You can pick up the pace a little. 16, 15, 14, 10, 9. You know, I want to do 5 more. We can do it right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Glutes are activated. So get rid of those glute bands while we're down here. And then we're going to stand up. And before we go to our max heavy weight, okay, we kind of want to ease into the weights. A little bit of easing. So you're gonna grab 1 or 2 of your kind of middle of the road weight, depending on how you're feeling this morning. So I'm gonna grab my 15. I'm just gonna have 1. So you can hold 2 weights, or you can just hold 1 to start out with. I do not want you starting out on your heaviest end, all right? I want, if you've got 1 weight, I want it in your left hand. This leg, the left leg is staying put. If you've got 2, just hold them both, all right? We are gonna do a far and farther curtsy lunge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you one. If you do, you can start right along with me. That left leg stays put. You ready? Looks like this. Curtsy, farther, curtsy, bring it back. All right, here we go. You got a little bit closer, curtsy, farther away, bring it back. All right, we haven't done these in a while. Little curtsy, wider curtsy. Keep your weight forward, little mini, farther, and we're gonna do 10 right here. Tight, farther, There's 10. And 9. 8. 7. 6. And 5. 4. We're getting there. 3. 2. Last one. Close. Farther. And there we go. All right. We're going to do the same leg, only we're going to up the ante a bit. You get to choose. If you have a bench, we're going to do a curtsy off the bench. And we're going to do low repetitions, high weight. So I'm jumping up to my 30. We'll do 10 to 12, depending on how heavy 30 feels. Okay, so grab that heavy weight. Again, you can do this on the ground, but I'm going to stand up here. My head's cut off. You guys get the idea, though. All you need to see is my feet. Okay, same leg stays put. We're going to curtsy. You ready? Here we go. Curtsy. And I'm stepping up on the bench because I got a real heavy weight for me. All right. We're going 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Oh my goodness. Whoa. 5. 4. 3. I can barely stand up. That's what I want, though. 2. Last one. And 1. All right. We're going to set our weight down for a second. And we are going to stick with that heavy weight. So the next 2 sets are going to be lower repetitions, heavy weight. Figure out where you need to be. 10 to 12 reps max. Again, you can hold 1 or 2 weights. You can also do any of these from the floor. If it starts to hurt or if you feel like the elevated version is just too much. All right, so now we're gonna do an elevated side lunge. So you're gonna take your weight, if you've got 1, and put it in the other hand. If you have 2, again, your elevated surface, your bench, and you're gonna come out really wide. If you're doing this from the floor, you set up the same way, okay? Got a hair in my mouth. Now, we're just gonna bend this leg, keep everything else upright. Looks like this. Bend, push to right yourself, okay? Bend and push. You still wanna kind of sit back. We're doing 10, 9, make sure those legs are wide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, with that heavy weight, we're gonna set it down. Give yourself a second to catch your breath. The final move on this leg is gonna be an elevated forward lunge. You can put your weight in whatever hand you want. And you're gonna come forward and push off, okay? You need to make sure that your legs are wide enough. They need to be wider than if you were doing this from the ground, because I don't want you to come super far forward like this. I want you to be back here, so you're pushing through your hamstring and your glute. It's similar to that side lunge. You're just like falling forward and then righting yourself, okay? All right, enough chit chat. Same leg that's been working this whole time. Left leg goes up on the bench this time. You can choose to put your weight in whatever hand you want. All right. Should we give it a go? Of course we should. Here we go. Forward and push. Now, once you get going, see how it feels. You can put your weight up here. You just need that weight on your person. You can hold it up here. See how it feels. I'm liking it right there today. Let's see. Feel like I'm nice and centered. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, careful, careful. Get rid of that weight. We're gonna do that whole set on the other side. I'm gonna quickly move my bench over this side. You guys don't necessarily need to move what you've got unless you want to, if that helps you. I always forget what side I'm on. So it helps me that I can just do the exact same thing over here on the other side. All right, but remember, we need to start out with our close and then farther curtsy. And that requires a little bit of a lighter weight. If you feel like the weight you chose last time was way too light, choose a heavier one. I did a 15 and that was about perfect. Maybe it was too heavy and you need to step down. Mix it up if you need to, okay? Listen to your body today. Right hand. Right hand, right leg stays put. You ready? Let's do it. Close curtsy, farther curtsy. If you feel like you don't have balance, you can put this arm out, or you can find something to hold on to if you must, all right? Close, far. Stand it up. Close and far. All right, we're doing 10 right here. 10. There's 6. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right. We're not in a huge hurry, but we are going to move at a decent pace. Now it's time to go to our max. So I'm grabbing my 30. Curtsy lunge, off our bench, heavy weight. Make sure I got my stuff locked in here. All right. I think we did 12 last time. So we're gonna shoot for that this time. Ready? Let's go. Oh, Trixie, am I on here? Yes. 10. 8. 6. 3. 2. And 1. Woo! That was rough for me. My goodness. That's good though. I don't want it to be rough, but I need it to be rough. Okay. We're gonna do that side lunge, facing forward, all right? You wanna be at your max, we're doing 12. 12's been a good number here for this heavy weight. So you know what you're in for. You just need to be able to complete 10 to 12. So maybe you max out at 10, that's great too. That means you gotta definitely have a heavy enough weight. All right, get that leg up there. Take a nice wide stance, and let's get after it. Tip, straighten. Just push off for 10. We already did 2, so 9 more to go. 8, my hand's getting tired. 7. 6. 5, just try to use that leg. 4, oh my gosh. 3, come on leg. 2, and 1. All right, definitely can set that guy down for just a second. So our final set here is dead on. That same leg we've been working, that right leg, gets up on the bench, okay? I preferred it there in the end, having the weight up here. It just centered everything. You don't have to do that, but play around. You can hold it to your side. You can put it on your leg, try it up here. You want to get to a point that you feel that weight centered and you want your glute and your hamstring taking the load here, okay? So get that leg up there. See if I can heave this guy here. Big step back. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Forward, push off. I've got my arch of my foot on the edge of my bench. I like that position. You can be flat-footed on the top of your surface, or if you don't have a bench, you can just do this from the ground. Should I start counting? Yes, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, be careful with that weight. We're gonna set her down, and we're gonna go back to our loop band, all right? Just one. I'm gonna use my heaviest loop band, and it's gonna be just below the knee. Again, as always, you can choose to do this without the loop band. You can choose to do this stuff without a bench. Kind of feel it out today. All right, so we just had our right leg on the bench. I want to go back to this other leg, but we are going to use our heaviest weight. So I'm carrying singles, you can carry doubles. I've got a 30. We're going to do a static, banded curtsy lunge. They're awesome. Your position is going to look like this, all right? The leg we're working is here in front. So grab your weight. Don't stress if your band slips a bit. You want to crisscross those legs. You can hold your weight in whichever hand feels comfortable to you, but I want you to turn your hips and your shoulders straight ahead. Your legs are like scissored, okay? Weight is forward. Let's do it. We're doing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, all right. Remember the leg that's in front, shouldn't be hard, because that guy is fried. Take your band. Set of elevated maximum weight curtsy lunges. So that leg that was in front should be your left, is gonna stay up on the bench. I'm gonna face this direction this time. Hold your weight however you want. The tired leg stays on your bench. 12 curtsy lunges. Ready? Let's go. 12. This should be your max weight. You should struggle to get up on that bench. 10. 9. 8. 7. Oh, it's getting ugly, guys. 6. 5. 3. 2. Can I do it? 1. Take a second to breathe. I'm going to grab a drink. Okay, we're doing that same thing. Other side. Okie dokie. Grab that new band. It's going under your knees. If you have the fabric bands and you find that they stay put better for something like this, grab those. The fabric bands stay put for me really well. Okay, all right. So we're doing the other leg. So our right leg is forward. Maxing out here, guys. So get in that scissor position. Hips and chest to me the best you can. Weight stays forward. You ready? Let's go. Ten, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, last one. And 1. I'm carefully coming back. Get rid of that loop band. Get rid of your loop band. we're gonna curtsy off our bench. Oh, let's get this heavy set over with, all right? 12 repetitions. If I cut out, you're doing 12. All right. Holy moly, get on up. The leg that was forward, it should be your right. Stays on your bench. Ready, set, here we go. Curtsy, and there's 11 more. 8. 5. 4. Oh my goodness. 2. One more. And last one. I'm actually going to set this weight here because we're going to switch things up. We're going to go back to our bridge. The top of my bench is bumpy, so I like to put a mat on top if ever I'm laying my shoulder blades or back on there. If you've got the same type of bench, throw something on top, a blanket. We're going to be double banded, heavy weight hip lifts, all right? So grab 2 loop bands. I want one above the knees and one below. I've got my 30-pound dumbbell right here. So hopefully I can sort of easily get it on. Once, for me anyways, I start pushing real heavy weight, especially in bridges, I have not found a graceful way to get into this position yet. So I need to work on that. I might have to get some technique ideas from you guys. And sometimes I'll sit on the floor, put it on, and then go up. So let's try that. Gonna start out. We're gonna start out here. On the floor, heavy weight, okay? See how graceful I can be. Get on up, scooch down so your head is supported. Toes are forward. I just want you to hold your hips high, and we're gonna press outward with our knees. All right, here we go. Push, push, push. 20, 19, I know. 18, 17, 16, 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be careful. Set your backside down. Get rid of that weight. Seated. We've done this already. You guys know the drill. Sit up nice and straight. Chest out. Outward presses with those knees. We're doing 20 seconds. See if you can get 2 presses with each one of my counts. Here we go. 20, 19, 18. Sit up real straight. Get your chest close to your knees. 13, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get those bands on the floor. We're sitting down here. We're getting to the end of class. We've got to hurry so we get all this good stuff in. I want to do one more set of those front push-off lunges. So your front foot is elevated. Go with the heaviest weight you can stand. I think we'll do at least 12 reps, okay? This is the last time we're doing this set. This lunge is awesome for just right under your backside. That's an area that I get asked a lot about. What do I do for right here? This, but you gotta have a heavy weight, okay? All right, I don't care which leg you start with. We're gonna do one and then the other. So, I can't even get my weight up here right now. All right, big, far stance, and you're just gonna keep your chest up. Tip forward, press off. All right, get going. I think we can do 12 from right here. 12. 10. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, carefully put that heavy weight down. We're gonna catch our breath before going to the other side. Nothing in between, just take a breather. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. We have to quit soon. Other side. Okay, grab that weight. Do whatever you need to do with that guy. Okay, let's get ourselves set up. And let's go. Forward, press. Notice that when I come forward, my knee is still not over my toe. So I want you to have a good wide stance. If your knee goes over your toe, you're gonna start to overcompensate with your quad. We don't need that today. All these compound moves are working our quads plenty. 12. 11. 10. 8. 7. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Yeah. Dang it. We're going to end with our final set, and I want to do another set of double banded lifts, heavily weighted. All right, so grab 2 bands. Only this time, one of them is going to go around your feet, your ankles. So one's going to go below the knee, and one is going to go at your ankles. Put those guys on there. Have one. I would put it below your knee. Seated, so we're going to do that again. So this is the way I'm going to do it. It worked out decently well last time with this heavy weight. On the lap. And then go ahead and scooch out. Okay, this is going to keep you honest with those feet. So you need to get your feet out. Toes facing straight ahead. Just give me an outward knee push to start, okay? Fight to get your feet ankles nice and wide and keep your hips to the sky. You're gonna do 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave those knees slightly outward. Give me a hip tuck. Tuck and squeeze. Tuck and squeeze. 15. Keep it high. 14. 13. Try to get your ankles out a little wider. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Carefully put those hips down. Get rid of that heavy weight. We're going to do one more set of our seated. Raise that band up. And then the other one goes just under your knees. All right. Okay. Get your chest close to your knees. Feet wide. We're going to start pressing out. Out. Really poke your chest out. You got it. All right. We're doing 20. I know, right? 19, 18, 17, 15, 13, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to turn and face our bench. Keep your bands right where they're at. Okay, we're finishing off those glutes here. All right. How much time? Oh, we're going to be cutting it close. So, if you're using your bench, you're going to be on your forearms like so, and you're going to pick your knees up off the ground. We're going to do a little outward press. You can do this from the ground as well if you need to. You're going to be in this position, okay? And if you find up here that you can feel it more in your glutes when you're up here higher, you can go in that position too. You just want 90-degree angles, knees directly under your hips, okay? So you get to choose. Don't be afraid to try all different, those 3 setups. There's not a right or a wrong. Find what feels most comfortable to you and where you can engage your glutes and outer thighs the most, okay? All right, you go start here. You want your knees directly under your hips, hovering above the ground. Give me an outward press. Press. Big, hard press for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn it on the seat. My glutes are so dead. I can't move. Sit up nicely straight and tall. You guys have done this one before. Here we go. Push, push, push. You gotta sit up straight. I know those glutes are really fatigued at this point, but you got it, all right? You got this. We're just doing a big glute burnout at the end here. You got 20, 19, 18, and then I got one more move. 12, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Stand on up. Let's end standing, shall we? Put one band around your ankles, leave one right above your knees, okay? Double banded penguin walks. Bend your knees slightly. You're gonna push, okay? Get going. We did a lot of heavy strength work today. Great job. Several sets of moves with our max. Be aware of where your max is, and if you need more weight or less moving forward. Do not just grab the same weights week after week after week. You need to have some weeks where you say, you know what, I'm gonna push it. And you're also going to have some weeks where you have to say, no, I don't feel that great, or something's hurting or feeling weird, and I need to go down. But do not say, oh, my max is 15 forever. It's not, okay? Go up, even if you go up and you can only do a few repetitions with that weight, and then you need to go back, you're still moving forward. So if you have been pushing the same weight as your heavy weight, I challenge you to look around and try to get yourself something a little heavier for next week when we do our heavy leg day, or towards the end of the week when we do another. This week's a lot of heavy strength. Oh my gosh, my legs won't move. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is still the same set. Pause. Down by the other band. Let's go. A little bit faster. Keep your toes facing straight ahead. I know you don't have a lot of range of motion with the two bands, and we're gonna look silly. That is okay. I want you to give me outward presses as hard as you can. You've got 20 seconds. Keep your toes facing straight ahead. Kind of lead with your ankles. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 15, 12, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Oh, we made it. Shake it out. Let's see if we can get out of these bands, all right? Go ahead, step on out. We're gonna take just a second to catch our breath and kind of loosen up and stretch just a bit. I try to remind you guys, I'm gonna hold on to the wall, give myself a little quad stretch. We don't stretch enough in my classes. This is not enough stretching. So you need to be doing some of that on your own, or you're gonna get injured, or possibly just start to tighten up so bad to a point that you can't perform the exercises appropriately or correctly. So make a little bit of time for it. I know we have so much stuff we have to do, but try to throw in a little more stretching. Let me know if you completed this workout today, and let me know which move today you needed, even if you hated it. Which move did we do today that you were like, oh, I need this one. This is the one I need to do, okay? All right, I'm gonna hold on to my wall, and I'm gonna do a crossover stretch for my hip and glute here. Really feel that stretch while you guys are letting me know which move you really needed. Maybe you didn't need anything today. You were just here to help me out, so I got my workout in. So thank you if you did that. I don't even need a workout, but Erin won't work out if you don't show up, so I better, right? I know. I appreciate that too. All right, hamstring stretch. Throw it on up there. Give yourself a little stretch. I'm turning to the side slightly because the stretch up the side's feeling good right now too. And then I'll try not to turn away from you too much, but Other side. And then make it your own. You can do a little, runner stretch up here if you need. Have a seat, do a few more stretches. But we will chat it up for just a second. Great job. Courtney, awesome work. Lacey, good job. Jody, I see you. Today's going to be, or this week is going to be a big, heavy strength week. Wednesday is going to be our one cardio day. It's going to be a pyramid cardio class. You can use any equipment you have, cardio equipment or a step if you don't have cardio equipment at home. So let's really push the weight this week. If you need to look around and borrow weights from a neighbor or hit up your local Goodwill or yard sale. I don't know, are people still doing yard sales? Maybe not. But get some weights that are challenging you. You guys have been working out with me for a really long time. You're really strong. So you're probably doing this anyways. But if you're not, see if you can step it up in the weight department this week. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some upper body work. Woo! Leg day is done. Yes.